All right, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our very first speaker of the session, who's actually going to help me kick things off for data governance and wrangling. So Scott Taylor, the Data Whisperer, I'll provide a quick intro, and then I'm going to bring him up on stage. So Scott Taylor, he's also known as the Data Whisperer or the guy with the puppets. He's enlightened countless business executives to the value and power of proper data management. He focuses on business alignment and the strategic why rather than the systemic implementation and technical how. As principal consultant of MetaMeta Consulting, he helps enterprises and tech brands tell their data story. He lives in Connecticut, where he often kayaks in Black Rock Harbor, and he can juggle pins and blow a square bubble. Yes, I had to say that. Without further ado, here is Scott Taylor.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Great to be here, Kate. Nice to see you. How's everybody doing today? I want to introduce you to a couple of my friends, of course. I'm the CDO, the Chief Dog Officer, and the ITB. Buzzwords. Okay, guys, that was fun, but we got to get a little more serious. I am super excited and honored to be kicking off this tremendous conference. And before we get too far here, let's give a big hand to Kate, shall we? You see those little emojis down on the bottom? The clapping, the hearts, all the other ones down there. Let's see.
The thinking face, the why am I here?
What? Yeah, see
the why am I here thinking face. They have one of those too.
They all have them. Everybody's got them on there. So let's see a steady. There's 6,000 of us on LinkedIn for 4 hours. All we want to do is see clapping emojis and light bulbs and hearts and all the rest of it. So thanks for letting me kick this off. Now, the reason I'm starting is because I talk about where data starts. I talk about where data value starts. And everything you're going to see today from everybody that everyone else is talking about doesn't matter unless you've got good data to begin with. You're going to hear about data dashboards, data reports, visualization, data literacy. You're going to hear about data strategy, data leadership, data science, analytics, algorithms, SQL, NoSQL, Python, which reminds me of a riddle. Do you know what a pirate's favorite programming language is? Arr. All right, enough props. None of that matters. None of it matters unless you've got proper data management. And that's why I'm on first. So as Scott Taylor, the Data Whisperer, as Kate said, I help people reinforce the strategic value of foundational data, the stuff you start with. I work on where data starts. Many of you work on where data ends up, but I talk about the why, the business why. And spoiler alert, in case you haven't noticed, even though I'm the Data Whisperer, I don't do a lot of whispering. We save that for the data. We've got to shout about the power and value of proper data management. And everybody wants to be disruptive. And I come by that honestly, by the way. I've been disruptive since the 4th grade. My 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Shapiro, wrote on my report card, Scott is disruptive and distracting to others. I took that as a compliment. Everything everyone does today turns to data. And as your business and your business process go from analog to digital, goes from manual to automated, everything you do turns to data. And enterprises of all sizes are just struggling to make sense of it all. Because instead of delivering fabulous insights, a lot of it just creates a lot of chaos. So how do you, data leaders, data learners, data lovers, it's your job out there to help determine the truth and derive meaning from all that data. And that's how I look at the space. Data and analytics, determine the truth, derive meaning, data management, business intelligence. I'm on the truth side, hence the meaning of my truth hat here. But when you look at analytics and business intelligence, deriving meaning comes out of data science, data literacy, machine learning, artificial intelligence, visualization, all those things where data ends up. But you got to remember about where data starts. Data management, determining that foundational truth first. Data governance, data quality, master data, reference data, metadata, MDM, RDM, PIM, that's where data starts. So you must determine the truth first before you derive meaning. It's not chicken or egg here. It is egg and omelet. Truth first and then meaning. It brings me to this idea, which all of you probably learned on your first day of data, GIGO. Rubbish in, rubbish out. Garbage in, garbage out. I like to elevate that to what I call the golden rule of data. Do upon your data as you would have it do upon you. It's as sure as gravity. What goes up must come down. What goes in must come out. You've got to get that truth first before you derive meaning. You got to put the good stuff in to get the good stuff out. Because if you put garbage into ERP, you get a lousy ERP. You put garbage into CRM, you get missed customer opportunities. You put garbage into fintech, you might get a visit from the regulators. You get garbage into ML, bad robots. Garbage into BI, BS. Garbage into AI, AS, artificial stupidity. No matter how you slice it, how you dice it, the golden rule of data prevails. Now, a lot of people wonder where data value starts. And I talk to data scientists all the time who are saying, how do I get closer to the business? How do I understand where the business wants to go? How do I understand how to bring value to my business? Well, I will tell you, and what I do in my work is try and boil things down to their essence. And the essence of every business out there, every one of you listening, no matter what kind of company you work for, the essence of your business is to provide value to your relationships through your brands at scale. You may want to jot that down. Provide value to your relationships through your brands at scale. And scale is the determining factor today. Scale is where the magic happens. Scale is where the disruption happens. Scale takes technology. Technology is hardware, software, data. If you've got data, you need data management. There's no way around it. Now, value comes in three ways. How do you grow the business? How do you improve the business? How do you protect your business? Grow might be increase sales. Improve might be operational efficiency. Protect might be mitigate risk. And when you think about those relationships, customer, vendor, partner, prospect, citizen, patient, client, what do you call the things you work with, the people you sell to and buy from and partner with? All those relationships are core to your business. You don't have relationships, you don't have a business. And think about your brands. What do you call those? Is it a product, a service, an offering, a location, a banner? Think about the ingredients and the materials that go into that. All those things, all those domains are managed in data management. So when you're trying to find the way in your data science work to provide value to your brands through your relationships at scale, you've got to look at what data you've got about your relationships and about your brands and where that's managed. The better that stuff is, the better your work's going to be. So the ultimate truth about data management is that the success of every digitally transformative customer initiative, every as-a-service offering, every foray into e-commerce, every enterprise software implementation, every data science program is inextricably linked to the output of your data management efforts. Garbage in, garbage out, the golden rule of data prevails. So a couple of parting thoughts here. Learn your business. Understand the essence of your business. Show how your work in data enables the strategic intentions of your enterprise. It is impossible for you to know too much about your business. A lot of people concentrate on the techniques, on the how. Understand that why for yourself. And collaborate with your data management peers. If you data scientists out there complain about spending somewhere between 60 and 120% of your time munging and wrangling data, maybe there's better data in your organization that you don't know about. Go to those data management peers you've got there. They manage that truth. They handle that truth. They can handle the truth. That's what they do for a living. And they've probably got great content that you might not know about that you can leverage in your work. So don't forget where data starts. Data management first, then business intelligence. So as everything we do turns to data, this is your opportunity to seize it. That's my talk today. Just wanted to talk about where data starts. If you want to learn more about the puppets, be sure to find me on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. I've got a great book coming out called Telling Your Data Story to help put data storytelling in the data management space. And remember one thing finally, if you remember anything else, good decisions made on bad data are just bad decisions you don't know about yet. This is Scott Taylor, the Data Whisperer. I want to thank you so much for your time today. Thanks for having me, Kate.
Scott, thank you so much. Wow, your talk is really resonating with over 1,000 people at this point. The comments are literally flying in. Yes, please, round of applause for Scott. If you can hit those virtual applause buttons, that's the best we could do at this point. Wow, you're garbage in, garbage out, and all your entire talk. I mean, everyone is really loving it. They love your energy. Don't run away, Scott. Hold on. And Beverly's here. She says the dude loves his puppets, no doubt. Thank you, Beverly.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yes, a lot of great feedback for you here, Scott. People are really loving it. My question to you is: so you mentioned you've got a book coming out, telling your data story. Yes.
Yes, I do. I got a great book. Here's my electric cover. Tell your data story. Data storytelling for data management. It is 99% buzzword free. So I make that campaign promise. We've got a deal coming out. It's pre-publication. We'll put a link in the comments there. We're giving 33% off with the code DATA33. So we'll make sure to post that. But everybody wants to take a look at that book. That was my COVID project this summer here to try and really encapsulate a lot of the teachings and learnings I've gotten over the years to help people really put that data story together.
Awesome. So just last question on the book. Who is this for? Who's the audience?
It's really for data managers and data practitioners who are trying to explain why data is so important to their organization. But I think there's another audience in terms of data scientists out there who are trying to understand, again, where their data fits, where their work about data fits, and how to, for their own self, understand that value, understand the foundational elements that go into a business. So, again, a lot of the chatter I see out there in the data science space is about how do we get closer to the business? I think if you read this book, it'll give you some clues and help you understand what your business is about, and that's how you get close to it.
Awesome. There are some questions here about your hat, the truth hat. Why don't you tell people about your hat?
So my hat there, yes, that's my brand there. So determine the truth first. We all want a, single version of the truth. I'm all about the truth in terms of what data management is all about. It's determining the truth for an organization. A lot of work goes into deriving meaning, which is the analytics side. And so I really try and reinforce that truth stuff. But I also have my DATAcated shirt as well. So I'm like a NASCAR here. I got all kinds of brands all over me.
Awesome. There's a comment here from Gary Clark asking, can you repeat your last quote? Decisions made on bad data.
Absolutely, Gary. This is my most quoted quote. Good decisions you make on bad data are just bad decisions you don't know about yet.
Awesome. I love that. I think that's a great note to end on. And Scott, I want to really thank you for your time today. Guys, definitely go check out his book, his YouTube channel. We'll add some links in the comments. Although they are flying pretty quickly, Scott, so we might have to add them a couple times so people can see them.
All right, super. Thank you so much, Kate. So thrilled to be part of this, and I'm going to kick back now and watch the rest of the show.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much.